News Roundup, August 2009, 4th edition, Part 1. In the News Roundup this week, there is an accompanying video presentation. Research includes the finding of an association between late-life depression and reduction in pyramidal cell volume in layer 5 throughout the cortex, further evidence for the importance of hippocampal volume in conversion from mild cognitive impairment to Alzheimer's disease. An intriguing finding that there appears to be a more highly structured connectivity between brain regions in frontotemporal dementia according to evidence from an EEG study, a relationship between the MEC2 gene region and brain structure, and an alteration in the arcuate fasciculus in people who are tone deaf. Miscellaneous research. The authors of a systematic review looked at services providing acute time-limited residential alternatives to inpatient psychiatric ward treatment for people needing acute admission. The authors described their search strategy and were able to identify 27 studies for inclusion in the review. They assessed the quality of these studies and found that a number of the studies didn't conceal allocation of subjects or adjust for confounders, although they did provide evidence of outcomes comparable to acute inpatient treatment in a number of studies. The authors concluded that more research was needed in this area, although there was preliminary evidence to support the community-based alternatives examined. Lloyd Evans et al., 2009. Research in mood disorders. A post-mortem study, N equals 27, compared 17 people who had developed late-life depression with 10 controls, and the researchers found a significant reduction in the volume of the pyramidal cells, to a greater extent in layer 5, throughout the cortex in the depression group. Interestingly, the layer 5 cells are more susceptible to ischemic damage, which has also been noted to be more prevalent in people with late-life depression, suggesting a possible hypothesis which could be explored in future studies. Kandakar et al., 2009. Research in dementia. In a post-mortem study, there was found to be a case of Alzheimer's disease without uptake of redilabeled Pittsburgh compound B, PIB, and the authors suggest that this compound might bind differentially to various forms of multimerica beta. The implication, if this holds, is that a PIB negative finding might not always exclude